LeBron at number 22. No decoys.
Let me just speak on that. Like, Bron, stop it, bro. You ain't never had to check nobody, bro. Everybody had to check Bron.
You know what's so weird about him saying that? He said Bron stop it like Bron made the damn list. Nigga, he ain't make the list. This is a Bleacher Report list, fam. So what the fuck is he talking about Bron stop it?
His biggest defensive plays are the chase down blocks. You get what I'm saying? That's his biggest thing, the chase down block. But
you know, when niggas say shit like that, I just have to say you're uninformed. And Tony Allen, I'm very disappointed that he said this. Maybe he's more upset because LeBron was higher on the list than him. I don't know. LeBron is more than just a chase down block artist. And Tony Allen, I'm so disappointed that he even said that. He knows more basketball than I'll ever know. But to limit LeBron to just being a chase down artist when LeBron at his peak defensively was one of the best on-ball defenders in the league, one of the best off-ball defenders in the league, was great at rotations, a good weak side shot blocker, even in a half court. LeBron was like a secondary rim protector for Cleveland and Miami. We forget that when LeBron was in Miami, a lot of their biggest issues was the lack of size. And LeBron helped shore that up. So I'm stunned that Tony Allen would even say some shit like that. That's insane to me.
He was saying something like he could have got Marc Gasol award.
He said that is his award. That's his award. He said Marc Gasol got my D-boy.
Cool. So let me pull a sheet up on something. Bro, every time Marc got the award, when Marc got that award, everybody that summer or everybody was asking me why I ain't get the award. Man, I didn't think not one time LeBron deserved that. If Marc didn't get it, I should have got it.
We with you.
I ride with you on that.
And to see that he's saying for his legacy, he should have got that award. I'm saying to myself, bro, every game you came in, you was the 100. You was the guy.
You was a traffic cone.
And all you did was
a traffic cone is crazy.
Chase down blocks a game. Name somebody that he had to lock up and get the win.
Hey,
you can't even think about that because it was always somebody trying to stop him.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't had time to be stopping nobody. That what confused me about that.
Look, I'll say this. I have no problem with Tony Allen defending Marc Gasol, right? That's his bro. That was his teammate. And I actually think Marc Gasol had a valid case to win that Defensive Player of the Year. It's actually disrespectful that people act like Marc Gasol just robbed LeBron. If you think LeBron should have won, that's fine. But it's not like Marc Gasol had no case for the award. The Grizzlies are one of the best defenses of that decade, to be honest, and they were anchored by Marc Gasol. Other guys pitched in as well, Tony Allen, Mike Conley, all those guys, but Marc Gasol was the rim protector. So I have no problem with Tony Allen sticking up for Marc Gasol and being a little annoyed about LeBron saying that Marc Gasol stole his Defensive Player of the Year. That's fine. But when you go out of your way to say niggas were hunting LeBron, you know what's crazy? Motherfuckers don't even really be hunting LeBron now. And you expect me to believe in 2012, the games that we all watched, the games that you were playing, that LeBron was getting hunted down? Why did you just lie? LeBron was more than just a chase down artist. LeBron was going out there guarding motherfuckers like Paul Pierce for 48 minutes when he was in Cleveland. I feel like people forget LeBron was top 2 in Defensive Player of the Year in 2009. LeBron was a lockdown nigga back in the day. And then in Miami, you're trying to tell me he wasn't locking dudes up? In what world? We didn't see him go out there and guard motherfuckers like Paul George, guard motherfuckers like Derrick Rose. Hell, in the finals in 2014, guess who guarded Tony Parker the best out of everybody on that Miami Heat team and did a great job at it? It was LeBron. It wasn't D Wade. It wasn't Shane Battier. It was LeBron. So I don't know where this is coming from for him to say that LeBron was getting hunted. And then you got these dick riders around Tony Allen talking about you ain't lying. He was a traffic cone. He ain't guard nobody. The fuck? You niggas are clowns. And Tony Allen, that was one of the worst takes I've ever heard you say.
LeBron James, if he were to win a championship in Philly, it would be his 4th different team he's won a title with. Mm-hmm. Everybody's going to have their opinions about that. What would Charles Barkley's opinion be that he's going to yet another team, a different team, a 4th team to win the championship? What would your thoughts be about that?
Well, I think number one, it would be incredible. But the number one knock on LeBron for older guys like myself has always been, yo, man, you always stacking your team. He stacked it in Miami. He stacked it in Cleveland. He stacked it in LA. Now he's stacking it in Philly. So that, to me, I'm going to still have the same criticism I've always had. He's always stacked his team.
You know, I find it real ironic for someone like Charles Barkley to say that shit. When Charles Barkley was known for stacking his teams at the end of his career. Hell, even in the middle of his prime. Go look at those Phoenix Suns teams before Charles Barkley got there. They were a 50-win team. That was a team that had Dan Marley, a Defensive Player of the Year candidate. Kevin Johnson, an All-NBA player that was known as one of the best guards in the league. Charles Barkley, what about when you left Phoenix to go to Houston? When you went to go team up with Scottie Pippen and Hakeem Olajuwon, but you want to knock LeBron for leaving and going to teams? At least LeBron's winning. You ain't even win. You ain't even win. And it's so hypocritical. These motherfuckers will sit there and try to erase these digital images that we already seen. Did we not see Kobe team up with Shaq, Gary Payton, and Karl Malone? Shaq was literally on the record saying he was joining team to team to team. Miami, Phoenix, Boston, Cleveland, just so he can get his 5th ring. Charles, you joined a 50-plus win team in your prime. 2 other All-NBA players, Kevin Johnson and Dan Marley. What the fuck are you talking about? And you didn't even win. That's the crazy shit. Nigga, you ain't even win doing what LeBron was doing. But you want to knock LeBron, who's 40 plus years old, to join some other team that's don't get me wrong, Philly's a great team. I'm not denying that. But LeBron is not a superstar. LeBron's not a top 10 player anymore. There's about 15 guys in the league you could take over LeBron. Sure, LeBron's still a great player. Sure, he's still an all-star caliber player. I'm not denying that. But for people to sit there and act like LeBron owes it to motherfuckers like Charles Barkley and the fans to go and, I don't know, maybe go and join the Charlotte Hornets and try to compete for a playoff spot with them so he can even out the league. No, nigga, he's trying to win. We're trying to win chips here, nigga. That's what he's trying to do. And there's nothing wrong with him choosing to go to Philly. He took less money. I don't understand this idea that because LeBron joins and he stacks the deck, nigga, when he was in Miami, Boston was there. They stacked the deck on him and he said, I'm gonna one up that shit. And please, someone correct me if I'm wrong. How did he stack the deck in LA? When he won a championship in LA, it was him, Anthony Davis, and a whole bunch of role players. Dwight Howard, Rajon Rondo, Kyle Kuzma. That's stacking the deck. Danny Green, Avery Bradley. That's stacking the deck. Now, I'll admit, he did go out there and tell them to trade for Russ, but that shit ain't even work out. It's hypocritical what Charles Barkley's saying. He did the same thing in his prime and at the end of his career, and he's just flat out wrong. You're a hating ass nigga. That's what it is. You're a hater. And to all you old heads, y'all like to wipe away the things that these niggas was doing back then. Scottie Pippen leaving the Bulls and going to the Blazers. Scottie Pippen leaving and then going to go join Hakeem and Charles Barkley in Houston. All these niggas was doing it. Gary Payton was team hopping at the end of his career. But because LeBron's good, he's too good to do it, right? Get the fuck out of here.